Have you ever wondered why you bought something you didn't need, or why you suddenly started acting like people you don't even like? You think your choices are yours, but social psychology proves you're being played. From the way supermarkets are designed to the infinite scroll on your phone, your brain is being hacked every single second of every single day. We are all puppets in a grand social experiment designed by people who understand your brain better than you do. If you're ready to see the strings and finally cut them, hit the like button right now. Today, we are exposing the psychological traps that keep the masses average, broke, and controlled. Subscribe to this channel if you want to be the one who observes the game, not the one who is played by it. In psychology, there's a powerful phenomenon called social proof. We are biologically wired to look to others to see how to behave. In the wild, this kept us alive. If the tribe ran, you ran. If you didn't, you were eaten. But in the modern world, this survival instinct is used as a weapon against you. This is why bestseller lists, trending tabs, and viral challenges work. Your brain lazily thinks if everyone is doing it, it must be the right thing to do. But remember a hard truth: the 99% are usually distracted, stressed, and following a path that leads nowhere. To join the 1%, you must develop the courage to be the outlier. You must learn to see the crowd and move in the opposite direction. Comment the word awake below if you've stopped following the herd. Let's talk about the dark side of human nature and the infamous Stanford prison experiment. This study showed that when ordinary good people are put into a system of power and given a role to play, they can become monsters in a matter of days. The guards became sadistic, and the prisoners became submissive. This proves that your environment and the label society puts on you can dictate your entire personality if you aren't careful. Are you playing a role that someone else wrote for you? Are you acting like a worker, a victim, or a follower just because that's the costume society handed you? True sovereignty starts the moment you refuse to play the role and start writing your own script. But why is it so hard to break away? Because of the fear of isolation. Evolutionarily, being kicked out of the tribe meant death. Today, that translates into the fear of being canceled or judged. Social psychology shows that the brain processes social rejection in the same area it processes physical pain. That is why you stay in a job you hate or follow a lifestyle that drains you. Your brain is literally protecting you from the pain of being an individual. But greatness requires you to walk through that fire. The Ash conformity experiment further proved this. It showed that people would knowingly give a completely wrong answer just to fit in with a group of strangers. We are more afraid of being different than we are of being wrong. Worse still, the Milgram experiment proved that ordinary, decent people would commit horrific acts against others simply because an authority figure in a lab coat told them to. This is the psychology of obedience. You think you're a rebel, but social psychology shows you're likely a conformist in disguise. You wear what they tell you, you eat what they promote, and you hate whoever the media tells you to hate. True power starts the moment you begin to question the authority inside your own head. Now, let's dive into the bystander effect. This is a chilling psychological truth, where the more people are present, the less likely anyone is to help a person in distress. We assume someone else will take responsibility. This happens in your own life too. You wait for someone to save you, for someone to give you a chance, or for the government to fix your problems. But social psychology teaches us that in a crowd, responsibility is diluted until it disappears. If you want to change your life, you have to realize that no one is coming to rescue you. You are the only person responsible for your outcome. Let's look at the dark triad of personalities: narcissism, Machiavellianism, and psychopathy. These individuals are masters of social psychology. They use gaslighting to make you doubt your own reality, and love bombing to gain your trust before they exploit you. They understand that most people are desperate for validation. and they use that hunger to control them. By learning these traits, you aren't becoming a villain. You are becoming a person who can no longer be manipulated by villains. Ever wonder why you feel so uncomfortable when your actions don't match your beliefs? That's called cognitive dissonance. When you know you should be working, but you're scrolling, your brain creates excuses to justify the laziness so you don't feel like a failure. This internal lying is what keeps people stuck for decades. To find clarity, you must stop the self-justification. You must face the pain of being wrong so you can find the path to being right. Ever wonder why free samples or small favors feel so heavy? It's the rule of reciprocity. When someone gives you something for free, your brain feels an intense psychological burden to give something back to settle the debt. Salespeople, influencers, and even toxic friends use this to trap you into spending thousands or giving up your time. Combine this with the concept of scarcity, the limited time offer or only 2 left, and your rational brain completely shuts down. You aren't buying a product because you need it. You're reacting to a primitive fear of missing out. High-value individuals recognize these triggers instantly and step back. They don't react. They analyze the move being made on them. Share this video with one friend who needs to stop being a victim of modern marketing. Consider the Pygmalion effect, the idea that others' expectations of us can actually determine our performance. If your circle expects you to be mediocre, you will unconsciously shrink to fit that mold. But if you surround yourself with giants who expect greatness, you will grow to meet that standard. This is the social psychology of environment. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If those 5 are pawns, you will never be a king. Furthermore, we must understand the availability heuristic. Our brains believe that if we can think of an example easily, it must be common. This is why the media shows you constant tragedy and fear. It makes you believe the world is more dangerous than it is, keeping you in a state of high cortisol and low logic. A fearful population is easy to govern. A calm, rational mind is a threat to the system. Then there's the halo effect, and why we are so easily fooled by appearances. If someone is charismatic or attractive, our brain lazily assumes they are also honest, intelligent, and capable. This is why celebrities sell you financial advice they don't follow, and why politicians use mirroring, subtly copying your body language and tone to make you trust them instantly. Social psychology is the art of shadow work. It is about seeing the hidden mechanics of human interaction. Once you understand how these biases and shortcuts work, you become immune to them. You stop being a consumer of narratives and start becoming a strategist of your own life. There is also the commitment and consistency bias. Once we take a stand or make a small commitment, we feel a massive internal pressure to stick to it, even if it's proven to be a mistake. This is how cults and toxic corporations trap people. They get you to agree to a small thing, then a slightly bigger thing, until you are trapped in a reality you never chose. To find clarity, you must have the strength to be inconsistent with your past mistakes. You must be willing to change your mind when the facts change. As we close this deep dive, understand the in-group out-group bias. We are hardwired to love our group and hate the others. Whether it's sports, politics, or religion, this bias is used to keep people divided. While the masses are busy fighting each other over trivial labels, the elite are busy building wealth. Don't fall for the division. See the game for what it is. The world is a giant chessboard, and most people are just pawns being moved by invisible hands. Social psychology is the rulebook of hat game. You can either stay a pawn and let the world move you wherever it wants, or you can learn the rules and become the player. Your attention is the ultimate prize in this war. Your mind is the primary battlefield. Clear the noise, understand the traps, and reclaim your sovereignty from the systems that want you quiet and compliant. The strings are only there if you refuse to see them. Once you see them, they lose all power. Master the science of the mind, and you will inevitably master the world. Make sure you're subscribed for the next deep dive into the mechanics of power.